19-20 inch fish.
Saw it right here on Chasing Bison.
Hey there everyone. Before we get into this video, I want to take the time to tell you what it's all about. This is a video unlike anything we've ever done. This is a tribute to Quincy Pellinen. Not only to Quincy, but also a tribute to Quincy and his father Kyle. We're going to take the time during this video to ask some questions to some of the close family members of Quincy and Kyle and some of Quincy's closest friends. So I hope you stay tuned and I hope you enjoy. Thank you.
Yep, here he goes.
Steve is hooked up with the first fish of the day, and it is an absolute giant bronze back.
Hope I got more than one hook in him. Oh man. Stop. Come on. There he is. There he is. Okay.
Oh my god.
Oh, I got him hooked.
Oh,
funny,
he's hooked
dude.
in the jaw, bottom
I think
jaw.
I got him good though.
Yeah, he's in the bottom jaw.
Oh yeah. Woo! Oh, that's a beauty, dude.
That's a 4.5. That's a dang. That's close to 5. 4.5.
4.5.
That's got to be a 4.5 pounder.
So, if I can get him on hook. There we go. Oh man, look at that. He's all tangled up in there. Look at. He's got line coming. Oh my.
Broke somebody else out at some point.
What a hog, dude.
That's the way to start a fall morning.
We're not gonna pull on that line if you can see that. That's coming out of his belly there. That means he swallowed something. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna clip that for him and release him. That way,
dude, that's a that's pushing 5, man.
what a beauty. There
That's
it is.
a 19-20 inch fish.
Chasing Bites, Minnesota. Today's bite. I hope we get on him good, man. We're gonna dedicate this video to Quincy Pellinen. Number 21, Quincy Pellinen. This one's for you. Nice fish.
Those two were like best of friends, wrestling around all the time, joking around. We tell the story. It's funny because we joke around like up at the shack a lot, and those two would remember stories from 5 years ago that I'd forget about, but they laugh about it because they hung around and they joke around all the time, like best buddies. You know, if you're with your buddy all the time, you're always telling those inside jokes. Nobody else gets them, but in this case, everyone at the shack gets it. Well, I forget about them because I didn't have that buddy at home that to share that with. So it was a pretty tight knit relationship between those two.
My dad and Quincy, they were like best friends. They did everything together. Dad would wake him up at like 5 a.m. to go trapping. Of course, Quincy would come stomp down the stairs all mad at Dad, but they would always come back laughing, and they always had stories to tell. They just had fun together, joking around.
Oh my goodness. They had the deepest bond of any father and son I've ever seen in my life. They, oh my God, they acted like little kids together. I used to love to watch them just wrestle around the house and joke around and make fun of each other, and it was just amazing how they just loved each other so much. Quincy just wanted to be with his dad all the time, and vice versa.
I'd like to say the relationship between Kyle and Quincy was a very proud father and son. I think they were proud of each other's accomplishments, and really enjoyed spending time with one another. So many fathers and sons don't have that relationship. And it's unique, especially since Quincy spent most of his life not living with Kyle full time. That bond was tight.
Quincy really liked his dad. He really thought the world of him, and Kyle thought the world of Quincy too. When Quincy was younger, his dad was gone a lot because of his job, but he really liked being with his dad.
You know, it's definitely a father-son relationship, but also like best friends. I mean, they did everything together as far as hunting and fishing, and it was really a cool relationship. You know, they both loved each other and loved spending time together.
Not a bad fish. Pound and a half. That right there is a custom lure chatterbait from Overbite Baits. You can check them out on Facebook. You can tell he puts a lot of time and effort into detail and the quality of that. Check them out, Overbite Baits on Facebook. There he is. You got me down there, bud. I'll try to boat flip him maybe. Woo! Finally! Finally! Here we go. Jig and pig. Fall days. Can't beat it, man.
Oh my gosh, gorgeous.
What a beautiful fish, huh? What a beautiful fish. Jason Bites, Minnesota. There's one. Yeah, that's a fish. I think it's bass, got me buried. Ah, it's pike.
No, it's a giant bass. That's a giant bass.
All right, that was on the edge. Oh, look at the belly. Look at the yellow, and look at that belly. Oh, I'm all tangled up here. Let me get, look at that. On the jig. And we've kind of been testing the lake out a little bit, hitting stuff that we never got a chance to hit last year, that we wanted to hit out here. And it really hasn't been working out in our favor, but Seth said, let's go try this spot. It's dang near identical to some of the stuff that we really love to fish out here. And look at that. A couple casts in, boom, beautiful.
It's also right by where Quincy caught his first whitefish.
That's true. That is true. This day is about Quincy, and this is one of the spots where he caught his first whitefish. Tullaby. It was awesome.
Well, Quincy loved the outdoors. He loved hunting and fishing. Everybody knows that. He loved riding his dirt bike there in the last year or two of his life. I believe he loved being with his family, spending time with his family.
Well, of course, he just loved hunting and fishing. And then more recently, he really got into motocross, which is something that was kind of surprising to me, but he really enjoyed that. And when he was younger, of course, he just liked animals, toads, frogs, all that stuff.
He loved to eat. He loved when we'd go to the grocery store and he'd start throwing all these snacks in the cart, and we'd get back and he had his own little pantry cabinet that had all his snacks, and he organized them, and he'd be like, man, we're stocked. I got all these snacks. But his biggest passion was hunting, then fishing, and I think at the end he started getting more into the dirt bike racing.
You know, Quincy was a huge outdoorsman. Whether it came from fishing, came from hunting, grouse hunting. I mean, the guy hunted everything. Liked being outdoors. Loved motorbikes. which is something again which was a newer passion. He's had one for quite a few years, but now here with this recently really got into the actual motocross and racing, and like basketball has been, you know, he played it when he was younger, didn't play it there for a while, and now recently got back into playing that. But
he loved fishing. He loved going places with Dad. He loved going to Alaska with Dad. He liked coming to my room and bothering me. He loved that. He liked playing his video games. He liked watching me suck at his video games. He loved teaching me and making fun of me. He loved just making fun of me in general, about everything.
Well, he definitely loved, he liked being around people, making other people laugh for sure, but I mean, we all know he loved hunting, he loved fishing, he loved riding his dirt bike, four-wheelers, anything outdoors, but I think Quincy really loved to be around people and make other people laugh and happy too.
Basketball, I guess. It was just for that. Me after school,
Dirt biking.
fishing. A lot of fishing actually.
Woohoo, he's got you buried. Holy cow.
Little guy.
Little guy.
So you know what?
But you broke the ice, right?
Kindly got a bass today. About my 850th cast. Not a big guy.
Not a big guy, but he's still.
I'm happy.
Hey, you broke the ice, man.
Yes, sir. And on a swim jig, moving bait. Finally. It has been tough, and it shouldn't be this time of year.
No. There we go. Good one. Good one. Oh, it's a good one. Nice fish. Not too bad. Oh, right where he should have been too. He hit it so hard I thought it was a giant. But look how chunky he is. What a fish. Beautiful. Awesome.
There we go. Oh, fish on! Fish on! Never mind the bowling part. Oh, it's a big one. Why were we monkeying around in other spots? Right away, get to our go-to.
That's a nice fish.
And catch a good.
Yep.
Oh,
there we
that's
go. On the jig.
Fish.
Get to our juice and boom. Fish on the jig. That's a nice fish.
That's a solid 3.5.
Let's see if we can get something going here today. It's getting really late in the day. We struggled on all our spots that we wanted to test out, and we're back to where we normally do really well. But yeah, that's a nice fish.
Probably my favorite memories were the car rides with him and Dad. Would just make everyone laugh, and no matter who was in the car, if it was like me and my friends, Quincy and Dad would just be joking around and singing songs together, making fun of all the songs. It was just fun. Him and Dad were just weird together. They were just crazy. They were just like in the car. They'd be singing like "I Have a Tiger," and go, "I have a tiger."
We spent 4 days up in Alaska, catching salmon, halibut, and I mean, Quincy made the whole trip being with us, having him there made it so much more enjoyable. We would have had fun, me, Jake, and Kyle, but having Quincy there just made it so much more funner. The laughs, and he's a good kid.
Probably their Alaska trip. Quincy was so excited, and Kyle was just so excited that he got to take him. Because Quincy had never flown before. It was his first time on a plane. And he actually got to sit in the cockpit with the pilot. And he thought that was just so cool. And he was with Jake and Wiley and Kyle, and it was like he was one of the guys, and he felt so important because he was with all of them.
For me, probably a memory would be when Quincy shot his first bear up in Big Falls. I wasn't there the day he shot it, but man, I don't know how many times I heard that same story, how proud they were. Of course, they got the bear mounted, big 300-pound bear. Quincy liked to rub in the fact that me or his dad has shot one that big before or since. So that's a special moment that the two of them had, and I was involved in that memory quite a few times.
Well, I remember the first deer that Quincy had shot. I wasn't there, but they stopped by the house and was talking about it, and Quincy just, it just seemed like he wasn't really that excited about it. It's just something you do, Oh, yeah, I got a buck, yeah. And the same when he got that big bear he shot. Kyle said he wasn't even that excited at breathing that hard. It was a 300-pound bear he shot.
Quincy was probably only about 4 years old, and it was myself, Kyle, and Quincy, and we were bass fishing on Pekeg. Quincy was fishing with one of those red and yellow Mickey Mouse fishing poles, and so me and Kyle were throwing plugs, and he had something on, and sure enough, he hooked a fish. And he kept saying, "Dad, I can't do this. I can't reel it in." And Kyle's like, "Just quit complaining and reel it in." And that fish would run, and that pole would come down and hit the boat, and it would just bend, and then he'd start reeling. And sure enough, and I don't know how big I don't know the exact size, but it was a smallmouth bass. Thing was, because when it got to the boat, we were both like, "Oh my Lord," grab the net, scoop it up, and of course, we laugh about it because Kyle ended up getting it mounted because it was really his first big fish. But so I forget the exact weight and stuff, but being there and watching it after, me and Kyle laughed because Quincy kept saying, "I can't do this, Dad. I can't do this." And Kyle's like, "Just quit whining and reel it in." So yeah, it's funny. So yeah, Quincy ended up getting that mounted and had that in his bedroom. So.
Oh, nice fish. Nice fish. There we go.
Yes!
Oh, woo! We're so excited because it's been such a tough day. It just shouldn't be this hard right now. It just shouldn't be this hard. But for some reason, whatever the reason is, whether it's wind direction, weather, we had hard winds the other day from the east.
Finally, a decent one. Just crushed the jig.
Nice. Sets on again. Oh, oh, good one, dude. That's a nice fish. Nice fish,
God,
dude.
That's a giant. Oh, that's a giant.
I missed him. Oh, look at the size of that. Oh my God. Oh yeah. Man. Oh my God.
That's a 6-pounder. That's gotta be pushing 6.
Oh man. Oh my God, dude.
That is fall fishing.
Oh, that's how it should be. Look at the belly on that.
That is an absolute northern Minnesota tank. You saw it right here on Chasing Bites, Minnesota.
Oh my God.
Funny, I guess.
fun.
Crazy.
Yeah, crazy.
He was caring, loving. He liked all people, kids younger than him too. He would accept in his group. So
Talented.
I would say enthusiastic. Like when everything Quincy did, he went all in.
Oh gosh, he's unique, amazing. I can't stop there. Loving, caring, just, oh my God, just cuddly.
Yeah, talented too. I mean, talented, hilarious. Scare the shit out of you.
There's a lot of words that describe Quincy. He was really like caring for everybody.
On a crankbait.
Switch it up a little bit. Maybe we can save this day.
Steve's hooked
Not a
up
bad
with
fish,
another
man.
3+ pounder, close to 3 pounds.
Not a bad fish. He looked bigger in the water. He's probably scooped.
Just tied on that crankbait, first cast.
All right, let's keep getting after it. We need to get more fish. Seth is on again.
Oh, another nice one.
Another nice fish. There's another decent fish.
It's a nice. Just about pulled the rod out of my hand, dude. That strike was so violent.
Nice. Good job, buddy.
Does it have an extra jig in his mouth?
Yeah, I wish. I'm missing a few jigs. I don't know what's going on. These fish really like my jigs. They like to take them.
Another beautiful northern Minnesota bass. Middle of October. Things are heating up.
All right.
We're in them.
Well, there's some fish right here, man. I don't know. I look like an idiot up there, but my spot lock wasn't working.
Looks like you're at a holdout in the barn dance.
I was. Unreal, dude.
I think I'll remember the passion for the outdoors, his passion for the outdoors, and the way he effortlessly made his dad and I look poor. I mean, he always shot a bigger bear, he always got a buck, he always got a nice fish. I'll just remember his excellence in outdoors.
One time we were riding our dirt bikes, me and Jace were on the four-wheeler, and Quincy was like, watch me gap all of these driveways, and he goes to hit the first one. He knows when he's down, runs himself over and ripped his pants.
Just playing basketball, we used to be on the same team, go to different competitions. I think we used to be the best people in the team, I guess. He used to dunk, well, he was like that close to dunking a basketball, but he could dunk like, yeah, he was pretty close. Dodge.
I'm gonna say like, I don't know, like he used to just come to my house every day and wake me up, cause usually I play games all night. He'll come like 9 in the morning at my house and I'll still be sleeping and he'll wrestle me out of bed.
Mom, lock the door!
Yeah, my mom would always let him in too to wake me up, so.
well, just his smile and how he always just kind of called me Gramps. You know, he was a good kid. He was, and I like him. I have a lot of memories of him when he was little. He was always on my lap.
Oh my goodness. I loved, my best part of the day was when we were getting ready for school, him coming down the stairs cranky and grouchy and his hair all sticking up and and he just made everything so funny. And he would go in the snack cabinet and get a whole bunch of snacks and put them in his backpack, and I'd be like, Quincy, are you gonna eat all that? And I come to find out he was taking snacks to school for his friends. But that's how he was so giving.
Me and Quincy always took a lot of adventures together, like all of our trips to Chicago and Galveston. It was always me and Quincy because we'd always like go off and do our own thing. Hunting with him, just like going out in the woods and fishing with him, like tipping the canoe, tipping the four-wheelers, never telling Dad about it. It's just, we always like did crazy stuff together and just keep it between us.
Just his fun-spirited kid and always a pleasure to be around. I mean, I won't ever forget him, especially going to the track. We went racing together several times in practices from Fred Brookston and races, Little Falls Staples in Brookston, and I can still picture him going around the track and watching him. Is so much fun for me, and just even off the track with a few times we got to go fishing together or whatever, just he always made the day better, he really did. So I'll always remember his smile and laugh and quirkiness, having fun with singing or changing the words in songs and just stuff like that,
That's a tough one. Again, it probably just would be that enthusiasm that he brought to everything he did. Again, just the joy, the excitement. My last memory was it would be the last really memory. I was pulling him behind a tube on my boat on the keg, and just him and his buddy, and spilling them and dumping them, and they're bonking heads, and it was just, I remember enthusiasm, joy, and I want to remember Saturday. That's what I want to remember, and that's what I'll always remember, is the joy, the passion, the enthusiasm that he had, and again, that'll be forever missed.
There's something in there. It's a fatty, dude.
Dude, it's a pig.
I thought it might be. Oh.
He is in that salad, dude.
Sir.
Unreal. That was easy for you.
Second cast, maybe?
Beautiful.
Beautiful greenback. The day has turned around. God.
Steve is hooked up. Is that a chatterbait?
Chatterbait.
Oh, that looks like a good one, dude.
Decent. It's a decent bass.
Oh yeah. Heck yeah.
Decent bass, man, on a chatter.
Finally, a chatterbait bass.
On a back. Look at his back. Look
Wow. Yeah, that's missing over half its fins.
Wow.
That is crazy.
Look at that.
Nice fish, though.
Not a bad fish. He is.
Oh, that's what they're feeding on.
Crushed it.
Why did it so big when you set the hook?
It was buried in the...
Oh my god.
Beautiful day in the fall. You can't ask much more than that. We got some bonus fish. Jigs was a key player today. We really thought moving baits would play a little bit more, but they didn't. But all in all, we caught some quality fish. We had a ball. It's fall fishing. It's only going to get better from here. Chasing Bites, Minnesota. Stay tuned.
It was a little bit tougher, like Seth said. Jigs were key player, but really today was more about honoring Quincy Pellinen, who my friend Kyle, who you guys remember from the muskie video, he took us muskie fishing. His boy passed away this summer, and the biggest thing here is we all miss him, and we just wanted to honor him some way. And I know he really loved to fish. Outdoors was really one of his
key things that he loved to do. And if you have someone at home you love, give them a hug. You got kids, hug them, tell them every night you love them, because you never know when it's going to be your last or their last. I hope you all enjoyed this video.
Like the hunting shack.
And they
waking
just-
up at
I said it with aggression all the
Yeah,
It's like,
yeah.
down with this.
I can't do this, Dad. I can't do this. Kyle's like, just quit whining and reel it in. You know?
He even gave me piggybacks walking down Canal Park on the lake walk, and like he's just trying to embarrass me.
To my basket. And didn't get
Quincy really liked his dad. He really thought the world of him. Kyle thought the world of him. Quincy, too.
No fear, yeah, no fear for sure on that dang dirt bike. It'd take me years to hit them jumps, and he's hitting them the first time he ever got on the track. I had to go out and talk to him. Hey man, you're scaring the shit out of me. I gotta bring you back to the net.